Thank you, Madam President, colleagues. I'd like to adjourn today's meeting in honor of Grandma Kim Bok-Dong. Kim Bok-Dong was a comfort woman during the Japanese occupation of Korea. This meant that at the age of 14, she was forced into sexual slavery along with thousands of women and girls from Korea and across Asia during the Sino-Japanese and World War II. The trauma and pain Kim Bok-Dong suffered was so great that she did not speak out for many decades. When she did speak up in the 1990s, along with other brave survivors, they were shamed, even by their fellow citizens. Many of the women were told to stay quiet, to forget, and to ignore this part of Korean history that many wanted to forget. But Kim Bok-Dong could not forget, and she did not stay quiet. Day after day, week after week, year after year, she protested outside the Japanese embassy in Seoul, not just for the victims not just for the comfort women of Korea, but for the victims of sexual violence in war zones everywhere. I had the privilege of meeting many of these women as a young college student visiting Korea. The many women I met were now grandmothers, and they were not victims. They were in control, strong and full of life. More importantly, they all chose to remember and teach. Not for them, but for future generations, so they would not repeat this tragedy. Women like Kim Bok-Dong had the courage to force Korea and Asia to reckon with this difficult chapter in history by refusing to stay silent. Public opinion slowly changed. Today, comfort women are no longer shamed, but seen as survivors, not just of war, but of the atrocities of colonial rule. Kim Bok-Dong was one of the first to come forward with her incredible courage inspired hundreds of others to come forward, to speak out, and to demand acknowledgement and apology for their suffering. Kim Bok-Dong went from victim to survivor to global leader. She traveled the world, raising awareness about the trauma of sexual slavery. She worked to bring a Comfort Woman Peace Monument to Glendale Central Park, the very same park where the Korean American Forum this past Sunday hosted a memorial for her. And we are honored to be joined by the forum's president, Phyllis Kim, along with Reverend Choi and Reverend Myo-kyung. Although Kim Bok-Dong has no formal family, thousands of mourners across the world attended memorials for Kim Bok-Dong's passing. She fought for her cause until her final breath on January 28, 2019. She was 92 years old. She is survived by her legacy for the comfort women of Korea and for the few remaining survivors who are still awaiting a formal apology. May she rest in power, and may she rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ryu.